Hi guys, it's Kim. I'm here with an introduction to all my inventory videos. You'll see this posted at the beginning of all the inventory videos that I'm going to post. But I just had a few disclaimers. First of all, I know I have a lot of stuff. Second of all, I know I have a lot of stuff. Third of all, I know I have a lot of stuff. And I love it. I'm trying to get through some of it, but I was never... I never started project panning to like use everything up all the time. I started project panning to try to have some fun, meet new people, and use my products, which I am going to be doing. I've done a lot of that in the past year, and I'm going to be doing more of it this year. So you'll see some things that I haven't even used. I'm looking at some of them right here, and I'm like, oh my God. And it's okay. It's okay. So I will go through each of my categories, show you what I have, and yeah, so I just wanted to come on and say hi, and let's get into the inventory. Okay, so here's my eye primer collection. I have the Milk Makeup Cooling Stick. I count this as an eye primer because I use it under my eyes to cool. And then this is the Becca Anti-Fatigue Under Eye Primer. I really thought I'd be done with this by the end of this year, but I'm not, so it will be a rollover. Darn it. Then I have my NYX Glitter Glue. This is the only glitter glue that I have in my collection. I like it. Obviously, I will keep it because it's the only one I have. Then I have this eyeshadow primer from the Balm. I've used it a couple times. It's fine. I probably should start using it soon just because it's, yeah, it's a little bit dry. It's a little dark too, but we'll see. I'm gonna use this after I use the Jarred Cosmetics one. This one is currently in a project pan, so once I meet that goal, maybe I'll throw this one in something so that I can use it and see how I like it. So anyway, yeah, so I have 5 eye primers, and no, I'm lying. I have 2 more. Darn it, I have 3 more. So I have these 2 Urban Decay primer potions and the Lorac Behind the Scenes eye primer. I heard this stuff is really good though, so aw, darn it all. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I have the same as I had in June. So, all right, there's my eye primer category. Okay, so face primers. I have this Luminous Putty Primer that I got from Amy from Curly Love's Beauty and Books, and I haven't even tried it yet, so not used yet. Then I have the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I've used it a couple times. It's fine. Then the CoverGirl True Blend Color Neutralizing. I have really red skin, so I wanted to try this. I really don't see a big difference, but I am putting it into a project pan for next year. It's about halfway done, and I really just want to get it done and out of my collection. Then I have the Koki Blurring Primer. I have not used this yet at all. I have the Becca First Light. Yes, First Light primer. This one is probably about down to here at this point. I did have this going in a project all year this year, and I'm going to put it back in when I can next year so that I can get it finished up. Then I have my Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. It's fine. I like it. I just haven't really had a chance to use it. Then I have my VDL Lumi Layer Primer. This was a recommended product from Hannah Louise Poston, so I bought it because I usually like her complexion recommendations, and I absolutely love it. So this is going into a project pan for next year as well. Then I have my Tatcha, the Liquid Silk Canvas. This one is currently in a project, and it will roll over to next year in the same project. I'm also trying to use this Milk Makeup Blurring Stick. I have quite a bit left. It is going in a project, but I will not be finishing it this year.
I have my Too Faced Hangover Primer. I really thought I would finish it this year, but I'm just not going to be able to. I have since started using it as a like moisturizer because it does work well for that, for morning moisturizer, but this is about halfway gone as well, but not going to finish it, I don't think. And then finally, this little Bare Minerals Prime Time little teeny guy. I haven't used this either. So that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 face primers. And I had 14 in June, so I'm down 3. Yay! Okay, I have another little primer. This is I would think a mini or a deluxe sample. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer Long Wear Foundation Grip. I forgot to put it in with the rest of my inventory, so I'll add it to the end of the face primer section. Okay, my foundation obsession, collection. I have been so obsessed with foundations this year. Let me just get into the different ones that I have. Some of these I haven't even tried yet. So I have 2 powders. I have the Ulta Beauty and the Pure. The Pure I haven't even tried yet, and the Ulta Beauty is in a project currently. So I'm using that one. The Born This Way is going to be put into a project for next year. The Dior Backstage, this is a mini. It was a sample through Sephora. I have not tried it yet. The Physicians Formula Healthy Foundation. I totally love this foundation, and I'm super sad that they really don't carry it everywhere anymore. Then I have this Becca Aqua Luminous. I love this foundation, and I'm super sad that Becca is no longer, or that product is anyway. I have the ColourPop Pretty Fresh hydrating foundation. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I feel like it makes my skin look really cakey, and it probably is a little too light for me, so maybe that's what contributes to it as well. So that may eventually be a declutter, but not yet. I also have the Flower Beauty Light Illusion. I need to try this a little bit more, but that might be a declutter as well. The CoverGirl Vitalist. This needs to be used soon because it is older and it's actually even discontinued. So that should go in a project for next year. The Maybelline Dewy Smooth. This is brand new. It was an Amy made me buy it again from Curly Loves Beauty in the book. So I really like that. And we got the pumps to add to the top on Amazon because it comes in just like a bottle. Then I got this Uoma by Sharon C foundation at Walmart. I have not tried it yet. I have the L'Oreal Age Perfect. It's okay. It's not the greatest. It's a little slip slidey, so I got to use it a little bit more to see what I think about it. The Ulta Beauty Tinted Moisturizer. I really, really like it. Fenty Beauty, this is one of my favorite foundations. I really like the way it sits on the skin. It's one of the first ones I've ever bought too. I think it sits nicely on the skin and it doesn't like sink all into the pores and go all yucky. This Urban Decay Stay Naked Hydromaniac is like my current favorite as far as foundations go. I absolutely love it. It's like my skin, but better. It just doesn't look like I'm wearing makeup. It's beautiful. The Too Faced Peach Perfect is a little too matte for me, but I really do like the shade. And I'll keep using it. I'll just maybe mix it with a little bit of moisturizer or something. The Misha BB Perfect Cover BB Cream. This stuff is awesome. The only complaint I have about it is the shade range. But I like that it's a little bit grayer. It goes really well with my pale complexion. It evens me out and I really, really like it. I have not tried this Smashbox Halo one yet either. This was a Ulta Beauty 21 Days of Beauty purchase. This Revlon Candid Foundation, I really do like it. The CeraVe Mineral Sunscreen, I like that as well. And the e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, I need to try a little bit more. I'm not 100% what I think about it yet. So how many foundations do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 5. At June, I had 16, and now I have 21. So I need to settle down with the foundations. So this is my concealer / color corrector collection. I have this one from Flower Beauty. This is the CBD Chill Out Color Corrector in the shade Fairlight. I'm not gonna take it out of the box because it's brand new, but I have it. Then I have this Becca one. This one I've been panning all year. It's not going to be done, even though I wish it would be done. I also have this NYX one. I've been panning this for a lot of the year as well. I just finally smushed it down. So this is still in a project. Then I have this Ofra one in the color Mint. This is great as far as like using it on your face to get rid of redness. It looks really scary, but I really like it. So my concealers, well, I have 5, and the first one is this e.l.f. Camo 16-hour Camo concealer. This is in the shade Fair Rose. I just want to swatch these and just see. It's so funny because they all work for me in some capacity, but they're such different shades. So this one would be mainly in under the eye, but I got to be really careful with that because you have to blend it out really quick, otherwise it settles. Then I have this this Too Faced Born This Way Naturally Radiant Concealer, and this is in Very Light. I'm currently working on this one, and I absolutely love it. But see what I mean about like 2 different shades, but they both work. Then I have the regular Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer. This is in the shade Snow. This is definitely my skin tone. It is the first concealer I ever bought, high-end, and I really like it. It works very well. And it is a mini, but it just takes so gosh darn long. Look at the differences in the colors. Craziness. Then I just currently, just recently bought this Rare Beauty one. This is in the shade 130N, and I really like this concealer. I feel like it really nicely blends. There's that bottom one there. I can use it under the eyes or on my face. And then I have the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, and this is the Brightener shade. But again, look at this difference. Does this turn? It's like pink, but it doesn't look pink under my eyes. So yeah, so that is my color corrector and concealer collection. Let's see. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I had 6 in June, so I am up 3. And that one would be, they would be these 3 right here. The Maybelline, the Rare Beauty, and the Flower Beauty. I know exactly what the culprits are. Okay, so this is my powder collection. I have my pressed powders and my loose powders. I'm not a huge fan of loose powders. I got the biggest one out of my collection so far, so I'm excited to use some more of these next year. This one should be gone by the end of the year. I'm working on this one now, and then the rest of these I want to get out because I'm not a huge fan of loose powders. The first one I have here is the Becca Under Eye Brightening Setting Powder. I took this sifter out because I'm so low on it. So yeah, so that is the first one. This is staying. Then I have my Peach Perfect powder. So this will also be staying. And I'm currently using that. Then I have my Laura Mercier Translucent. This is the loose setting powder in the Glow formula. So I'm kind of excited to try this and see how it works. Then I have the Becca Soft Light Blurring Powder. Again, another powder. I have 2 of these Hourglass Mineral Veil powders. So I will be hopefully getting through those sooner rather than later. And then this Ultra Beauty HD setting powder that I have a feeling I can use under my eyes after I get done with this Becca one there. So that's that. Pressed powders. The first one, I never know how to categorize this. This is the Hourglass Diffused Light. It's a nice finishing powder. It just goes on so silky smooth. So I have that one, and that is staying. This HD powder from e.l.f. is also staying. The Sexy Mama from the Balm. Does anybody else have this? And has anybody else found that it leaves, look at that, it has like these little dots on it. It's so weird. But that one's staying. I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder in the shade 1 Fair. That's staying. And then I have the number 7 Triple Action Finishing Powder in the shade Light. And that's, ooh, hello, there I am. And that's staying as well. And then last but not least, this is the newest one to my collection. This is the Dior, what is it called? Backstage Face and Body Powder No Powder. And look at that. It is so gorgeous. I love it so much. And this is obviously staying too. So powder collection, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. And in June, I had 12. So I am up 1 because of this little guy and this guy. These were my 2 newest ones. And then I finished 1, like I said. So 13. Yay. Okay, so here is my highlighter collection. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna go through my liquids first, and I'm counting as highlighters any of my like facial illuminizers. Yeah. So the first one is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is in the shade 2 Fair Light. I don't even know if this is going to be able to like do justice to any of these, but I'm still going to try to swatch. Yeah. So there's that one. Oh yeah, that's so pretty. Then I have the Rare Beauty. This is the Always an Optimist Illuminating Primer. And I really like this. Is there a shade? I don't think there's a shade. Nope. I really like this. I'm currently panning it. Let me see if I can just get out a little dab. Whoo. You can totally see like how pearly it is. Might have to spread it out over. Oh gosh, look at that. Look at that. It is so gorgeous. And then along a similar vein, this is also something I use as a facial illuminator. This is the Glam Glow Starter in the shade Nude Glow. Let me put that one right here. Panning that one as well. That one's a little more subtle than the Rare. So far the Rare is the most illuminating. And then another one, I'm going to save that one, liquid one. This is the Milani Soft Focus Glow. This is not my favorite. I'm currently panning it, but I don't know. It's a little chunky. Let me wipe off the nozzle because it is a little chunky. And maybe that's why. But this is like not at all as like pretty. Well, I guess it is. Yeah, that is pretty. But look at that Rare. It's like not the same quality as that Rare Beauty one. And then, so those are more, these are like more, I put them all over my face. And then this one from Wet n Wild, this Mega Glow Hello Halo. Let me wipe these swatches off because these are ones that I use more of like a true like highlighter. So this one, it is in Halo Goodbye, and I saved this through so many declutters just because I couldn't bear to part with it. So this one is also in a project. And I use this, I probably could use that as a mix-in. That is similar to that Rare one. Let me do it side by side. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Beauty Light Wand in Spotlight. Oh my gosh. This is like so pretty. Let me see if this holds a candle. If the Wet n Wild one, because I'm currently panning that one as well. Okay, so it's not as like bling bling, but well, I guess it is. It's just a different tone. Oh my God. So Wet n Wild, you might have it above that, but oh, I love that. Okay. And then this is the Milk Makeup Stick, the highlighter stick in Turnt. I depotted it because I really wanted to be able to use this like on my lips, cheeks, eyes, whatever. And it was really difficult to like draw it on and not pick anything up. This one is a little bit more glittery. And so is this one, whereas this one just has that more of a subtle sheen. So maybe that's the difference between like, you know, the higher quality products. So, oh, yeah, those are my liquids. You guys, I love to be glowy. Love it. My friend Amy from Curly Loves Beauty and Books, she loves to be matte. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Okay, so let me go through some more of the ones that I am currently panning. Let's see that. These are the 4 that I'm currently panning. So this is the Physicians Formula Rosé All Day in the shade Petal Glow. It's super pretty. It has this imprint of a rose, and it does smell like roses. So if you don't think you'll like that, but it just does like this shift from like orange to like peach to blue to purple to pink. It's so pretty. And then this is the Becca Rose Quartz Mini. This I got at holiday time. Was it last year? I can't remember. So there's that, the Rose Quartz. That is so blingy too. And then I'm panning this Fenty Beauty one. This is in Mean Money and Hustla Baby. So let me open this one. What is this? Mean Money and Hustla Baby. I don't know if these are great for my skin tone, which is why I am panning them. I'm suspicious that I'll end up, see, that's like really, really, really chunky. I have a feeling that I'll end up like using them together, like just mushing them together, because I kind of like it like that. And then the last one I'm panning is this Tarte highlighter. This is in the shade Exposed. I wasn't sure how I felt about this, but I really like it because I feel like it's very subtle, and it just gives a really pretty sheen to the skin. So those are the ones that I am currently panning. Let me kind of like clean up, reorganize, and I'll be right back. Let me do the ones that are all depotted so that I can get them put back and I won't break them, hopefully. These 2 are from the Lorac chocolate bar palette or chocolate box palette. This is in Bittersweet, and this one is in Toasted Coconut. They're both really pretty, but I depotted this whole palette, and I really haven't used these, but they're huge. So Toasted Coconut and what is this? Sweet Bittersweet. Really pretty, but like this one's probably way too icy for me, but we'll see. And then this was depotted from the Balm. It was a trio. This is Mary Lou. I don't have a big one in this, but I don't really need it. Here's Mary Lou. And then here is Cindy Lou, which I could probably use as a blush topper as well. Yeah, I probably would use that more as like a blush topper. But that's really pretty. And then these are from Ofra. This is from the Samantha March collab. And this is the shade Dream Chaser. This is the shimmer that is in the Duo Compact that she came out with originally. That is, no, that's the mixed together, I think. That is so pretty. And then here is the All the Lights. And this is depotted from a palette as well. I'm going to just swirl it because I know that's what I would do with it. And so that one is right there at the bottom, right here. So super pretty. All depotted. Look at these Lorac ones. Ooh. Okay, and I have 2 more creams. These are both from ColourPop. One is in, they're both Super Shock Cheeks. This is a pearlized in Flexitarian and a pearlized in Lunch Money. So here is Flexitarian. I've really never swatched these side by side to see what the true difference is. You can see I have pan in Lunch Money already, but I could totally get rid of that. Oh yeah, one is icier. So Lunch Money is icier than the Flexitarian. Probably I would like the Flexitarian more. So those are 2 more creams. Pretty though. I love highlighters, as you can tell. Okay, I have 2 more Becca ones. This is from the same set as the Rose Quartz came from. This is the Vanilla Quartz. Oh, the Becca highlighters are just so pretty. And then this is in Champagne Pop. I don't even know why I had to look. I already know. It's Champagne Pop. Yeah. Vanilla Quartz, Champagne Pop. Gorgeous. Then I have another one from Ofra. This is the Rodeo Drive highlighter. I did pan this last year, but obviously I have no pan to show. And this is super pretty as well. You see that they're really flaky, these Ofra ones. Not as blingy as the Becca one, but similar in tone. And then this is the Essence Pure Nude highlighter. I love this, but like I definitely don't use it enough. It's so natural right there. Natural glow. Same thing with this Hourglass Euphoric Strobe Light. I love using this like all over my face, but it can be like too much. See that? Look at that sheen. Super pretty. Oh, so pretty. Do I have room for 4 more? Probably. So these are the 2 Wet n Wild ones I have. This is in Precious Petals, and this is in Blossom Glow. Blossom Glow, is that in a project right now? It was. I don't know if it still is. So there's Blossom Glow. I'm going to put it back in case it is. Precious Petals. Right there. This is Nabla, and this is in Privilege. This is like a, I don't even know how to describe it. How about we just say it's super freaking pretty? Oh, look at that. And then the Ofra and Samantha March. This is in Start Inspired, and it's got the 2 pie pieces, but I always just mix them. And there you go. Look at that Nabla one on the top, though. Oh! All right. Those are all my highlighters. Okay, guys, these are all my blushes. I am going to start first swatching and showing you the powder, and then I'll do the cream and liquid products. Okay, so these are my liquid to cream blushes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 of them. And this is a brand new one. I haven't even used it yet. These 3 I'm panning, and these are ones that I've tried that I'm not panning currently. So let me get into the one that is brand new. Move these here. And that is this MAC Glow Play Blush. And I don't even think I got this on sale. I think I was just like, I want it, and I bought it, and what the heck. And this is in Blush Please. I had heard so much about these. Oh, it's cute. It comes with a little thingy, and it's like, if you look at it, if you push in it, oh, it's so cute. Oh my God, so cute. Good Lord, guys. Like, I need more blushes, but that is gorgeous. Oh, good Lord. Okay. I know my friend Beverly will be like, Kimmy, you have too much blush. And I'm going to go, I know. All right. So these are the 3 that I'm panning. This is the Milk Makeup blush stick in Work. And I put it into this pan because it was atrocious to get out of the container and really work well. And I really enjoy using it like this. I can pick it up nicely on a brush. And it's such a pretty color. I love it. I'm also panning this Flower Beauty Blush Balm in Pinched. And let me squeeze that out and I'll show you. This is super pretty too, but I don't use it enough. Do you see like where I'm going with this? I have tons of crap that I never use. This is so pretty though. It almost looks like a bronzer, but I assure you it does look like a pretty blush. And then this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Makeup Stick. This is the blush stick in Peach Bums. And I just put this in my Partners in Cream project, so it's really pretty. It's super sheer, but it's really, really pretty. I really enjoy that. Okay, on to the more powdery. Oh, what happened to you? Something happened to this guy. All right, so this is the ColourPop Super Shock Cheek. This is a pearlized shade in Chiffon, and I really like this. You know what? I'm really bad at wiping off all these swatches, and I'm gonna have to wait for it to dry. All right. So this is the pearlized, and this is in Chiffon, and you can see that it really just dips in nicely, but look at that. That looks gorgeous. And then this is a pearlized one in Voile. And I want to show you what I love about these. See, that little mark goes right away. So there's Voile, and then if I take Chiffon, you could put it over it and it just lends such a nice sheen. And then this one is a satin, and it's in Georgette. They're all fabrics. This one isn't as squishy, but it is still squishy. So that is the ColourPop one. See, it doesn't look as scary, right? So pretty though, super pretty. I think I used all of these in a Dust Collectors video at one point. Okay, this is a Tarte blush. This is a cream blush, breezy cream blush in Peach Sunset. I got this in a bag. I think it was a Sephora Favorites bag, and it's really pretty. I just haven't really had a chance to use it, but there it is there. It's like one of my favorite tones for blush, so I'll have to get on that. It's super pretty. And I really have been loving the cream blushes lately, like cream and liquid and all that. I'm gonna do these next. Here is another Flower Bomb in Melon. This is currently not in a project. I'm a little scared of this one, I won't lie. It's a little deep, but I don't know why I'm saying that, because now that I remember, it shears out really pretty. So you really need like a dab, and it just shears out beautifully. And then two of my favorite blushes. These were kind of like accidents. I have the Cloven Hallow Hydra Tint in Georgia and Nakey. And these are super pretty. Sarah Rose loves these, from Sarah Rose. Her YouTube channel is Sarah Rose. There's Georgia, and here is Nakey. I had Nakey in a project last year, but didn't really use it a lot. But there's Georgia in the middle, and then there's Nakey. So pretty. They're gorgeous. But what's the problem? Well, I have too much stuff. But I already said that. Okay, and then these three lip products I decided to put in. I'm going to try them as cheek products because I didn't like them on the lips. These two Physicians Formula Muru Muru Butters are way too emollient, and they go all outside my lip line, and they're not a balm I would like to use like that. And then this lipstick was really dry. So this lipstick is in, it's the shade Full House, and it's Color Kind is the brand. So it's pretty, but it was really dry. So there's that. And then I wonder, like, if you shear it out, I mean, it'll really look stained, but I don't know. It's really dark. So I'll have to try it out and see what I think. I can't wait until I'm done using all my wipes and I can go to like disposables. I think that's my last pack. And then this is the one, this is the Muru Muru. This is in Pinkini and Brazilian Nut. So let me show you. Here's Pinkini, and then Brazilian Nut. Yeah, I just think they're like way too emollient. So that they might make really pretty cream blushes though. So I'm glad somebody had suggested that to me. I can't remember who, but those will be really pretty. So yeah, that is my blush collection. In total, I have 30 blushes. So I am up 7 from January of 2021. Oh, boo. So I kind of organized this into like, this is the side of things that I'm actually panning, and then this is the side that I'm not. So let me start off by just kind of moving those to the side, including that one. I'm gonna go through the 2 of my newest blushes that have never been in a project. And one is the Novelist Skin Glazing in the shade Lola. There's a swatch right there. And here is the shade Truth. And I just think these are so gorgeous. They're so pigmented, and I can't wait to play with them more. Okay, so this Milani Romantic Rose is currently in a project, and I love this blush. It's so pretty, but it takes a lot to build up. So there is that one. Here is the Buxom Primer Infused Blush in the shade, or no, this is the Wanderlust Primer Infused Blush in Seychelles. This has turned into one of my favorite blushes. I love the tone. Look at that. I love the tone. I love that it has a little bit of shimmer to it. Let me turn off my overhead light. There you go. That shows it truer to tone. So the Milani Romantic Rose is on the top, and then the Seychelles is on the bottom. Okay, so let's see, let's do the Hourglass one next. This is the Hourglass in the shade Luminous Flush, and I really like this one as well. It is very luminous, and it is just a flush, if you see that. It's so pretty. And I like that I can build it, but yet it can be really natural as well. Okay, then these 3 single pans that I have in front of me, these were depotted. Dese 2 were depotted from Unique blushes that I've had for a long time. I call this one the light pink and this one the dark pink. And then this is a depotted Physicians Formula Butter Blush in the shade Natural Glow. So let me swatch these. This one, the Natural Glow, is more of, let me get that swatch off. The Natural Glow is more of a blush topper. See that? It really doesn't leave a bunch. I'm gonna put it back in its palette so I don't break it. Here is the dark pink from Unique. It's almost like a duochromy pink to peachy to purpley. And then here is the lighter pink. And that kind of goes from like a light pink to a peachy as well. They're really pretty. So they're all 3 in projects right now. Okay, my 2 Cover FX blushes. I love these. They are highly pigmented. Okay, this is the one in Pink Dahlia. This is the one in Soft Peach. This one I'm panning. This one I just got done panning. So let me actually wipe off these swatches. I keep doing that. So I'm gonna swatch like the matte and then the shimmer and then them together, and then I'm going to do the matte and shimmer and then them together. So here's the matte, and then here's the shimmer, and then here they are together. Look at that. It's so, so pretty. And then here's the Soft Peach, the matte, the shimmer. Actually, that's them together, right? And then there's just the shimmer on its own. So pretty. So I'm super happy with the Cover FX blushes, and they're not going anywhere. And I'm gonna keep working on the one that's in a project. I'm gonna put this one away for now. Okay, so this is a blush from the Balm. It's called Down Boy. I just crack up whenever I hear that. It does have a mirror in it, but I never use it. This is like a super pink blush. It says so many men, so little time. And it's really like hot pink, but I do like it. I especially like it in the summertime. And then here is the Burt's Bees. Kelly Gooch made me buy this in the shade Toasted Cinnamon. I am not a huge fan, but I'm not going to get rid of it because I do find a place in my collection for it. It's like it is a cinnamon, like neutral color. And since I've really started liking more neutral orangey blushes lately, so I don't want to get rid of this one. And then, of course, Milani Luminoso. I don't know if this is the original or if this is the reformulated. I don't care. It is so pretty. But look at this honkin' thing. I am never going to use all of it. But it certainly is pretty. I don't know. It's never been in a project. I've really been kind of ignoring it. So I need to put it into something this year. But I think that it just intimidates me because it's so big. I mean, it's baked. So like, but you have to use up so much of it to even just like even it out with the pan. And then what the heck is this, guys? Really? You're going to use that? Hello. You're going to use that brush? No, thank you. I should probably just throw it out. And then last but not least, let me wipe these swatches off. Oh, my hand is so pink. The Ofra and Samantha March collab. This is the blush duo in the shade Chicklet, and I was panning this all last year, and you can tell I've hardly made a dent. Here is the shimmer side, here is the matte side, and here they are mixed, which is how I wore them all the time. So yeah, that is my powder blush collection, and I have 16 pans if you count that there's 2 in these. Okay, and I found 4 more pans of blush. These 2 are depotted out of 2 Ofra face palettes, both by Samantha. No, one was by Samantha March, and that is this one, the Ofra times Samantha March blush in the shade 6. And then this is the Ofra Intentions blush. So I depotted these palettes because I really wasn't using them as face palettes. This Intentions blush, you have to like really build it. It's like hardly comes off. I don't know if there's hard pans, but this Samantha March one, this is the one side of her, this is the shimmer side of her duo that I swatched earlier. It's so pretty. So I wear that one quite a bit. And then these are 2 that I depotted from Unique Pots. This is in Seductive, and this one is Sweet. You can tell they've been used quite a bit. There's Seductive and Sweet. So Seductive is a bit darker, and then there's Sweet. So let me add 4 more, and now I can tell you that my total is up to 34, but that is because I've depotted some, and I forgot. I was like, why are they so high? And I'm like, oh yeah, I depotted some, so that would be why. Okay guys, so here I am with my entire bronzer and contour collection. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I have 12 bronzer / contour. And this number definitely went up, but it is because I depotted these 2, and I also brought some things in. So let me get started with the powders. So here's one from, this is depotted from the Balm. It was a trio and it had the Mary Lou, Betty Lou, and Cindy Lou. And this is the Betty Lou. And I use this as a bronzer. And it's really pretty. It is shimmery and I really, really enjoy that. So that is the first one. The second one, and I'm panning that one right now. The second one is from Nabla. This is in the shade Ambra. Oh, it's so pretty. This is so pretty. I like that it's cooler toned and I like that it comes across light and then you can just build it and build it and build it. And it's just not obnoxious. I think so far it's one of my favorite bronzers. Third, this is another one I'm panning. This is from Hourglass and it is in the shade Diffused Bronze Light. And this one too, it just gives such a subtle bronze and I feel like it glows and it's so stinking pretty. So there is that one. Panning that. Get this out of the way. And then next is my Too Faced Sweetie Pie. This is one of my favorites as well, but it does pull a little more orange and like pink. But I panned this all last year, so you guys should definitely know what it looks like if you've been watching me. But look, it's really subtle. That's one of my favorite things when it comes to a bronzer. I don't want anything to like bam in my face. I'm very pale, like a piece of paper, as Teresa would say. I don't need to be looking orange or too brown because that would look wicked fake. Okay, then we have the Butter Bronzer. I went to depot mine and I broke it and I had to buy another one. This is in the shade Light Bronzer and I haven't really even used it yet. I think I used it in a Get Ready With Me, but watching Paula, I do see that it takes 1,000,001 years to pan. So here it is there. It's really pretty, but it's gonna take me 1,000,001 years. Here is the Ofra and Samantha March bronzer. This is in the shade, I think this is in the duo, yep, it's called River. Here is the shimmer and here is the matte. Shimmer, matte, really pretty. And then, let me swirl them together because that's always, I always swirl them together. And there you go. It's a little bit deeper. Super pretty though. And then these last two are depotted from Ofra palettes. This is the Ofra bronzer in the shade Current. And this is hard to pick up too, so I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to try to keep using it. And then this is Ofra times Samantha March bronzer in Key. This is the shimmery side of the River duo. So it's really pretty, but I definitely have to build it up, which I'm not so mad at. So that is my bronzer collection. I have 12, so I am, nope, I lied. I have more. Hang on. That was my powder collection. Okay, so these are all my cream bronzers. This is one that I'm currently panning. It's Tower 28's Bronzino in the shade West Coast. And it's a really pretty shade. It is a little balmy, but, and look at that, it's so shimmery. It's so super pretty. But, and it doesn't really dry down, but what I did find is that if I put like a powder over it or something, it's fine. Then I have my Milk Makeup Stick in the shade Baked. This is gonna last me 101 years as well. Let me swatch this over here. I'm also panning this one. I'm probably gonna have it, they'll probably bury it with me, and it looks really dark, but I love that it just shears right out. This is so far my favorite one for bronzing. Now, for contouring, I have these two. This is the iconic London Sheer Bronze in the shade Caramel Glow. When I first saw this, I was like, no way, I'm not gonna like that. You guys, I used it 3 times in a project and I was like sold on this. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is such a pretty contour, bronzer, whatever. Look at how that just shears out. You can build it. It is not tacky. It is gorgeous. And then this Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood contour wand. This is in the shade Fair Medium. You guys, this is not a joke. This stuff, okay, it is so nice. It is so cool. It does not turn orange. I can build it. It doesn't even show up that well there, but I don't even want it to, because I don't want you to think that it makes your face look muddy. It does not muddy your face. It is gorgeous. I have the Spotlight wand as well, and I cannot wait to get the blushers. This is a gorgeous product, and it was worth every penny. So my bronzer contour collection is now up to 12, and that is up 7 from June, but it's because I brought in this Tower 28, I brought in the Nabla, I brought in these two, and then I depotted a few. So yeah, there we go. That is my bronzer and contour collection. Okay, so these are the 2 newest setting sprays. I have the All Nighter Long Lasting Makeup Setting Spray. I bought these at Ulta Beauty when they were on sale for that, like, you know, deal, the pack for 2. And I did that because I really liked these. I'm working on the All Nighters, these minis, not minis, but smaller sizes. I don't know, maybe they're minis. I'm working on these 2 in a project. So I wanted to make sure I had it on backup, which I really like. I'm currently also working on this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. It's fine, but I like the All Nighter better. Then I have the Koki Set and Forget Long Lasting Makeup Spray, the In Beauty Project Dual Phase Setting Mist, and then the e.l.f. Dewy Coconut Setting Mist. So when I'm done with these 3, I'm gonna bring in the Koki one, and then these other 2, and then the Urban Decay. So I'm gonna, or maybe I'll always have an Urban Decay open and then the others. But anyway, so that is my setting spray category. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And last June I had 5. So I'm up 3. Yikes. So face palettes, I have a few more added this year. So here is my face palette collection, and let me go through them for you. This first one is the Nars Orgasm, and it's the Orgasm on the Beach palette. This is new to my collection. If I can open it, it's really hard to open. It's super pretty. Let me zoom in a little bit. But the problem is I don't think it's good for every skin tone. Like, it's really light. Well, that's a blush, but you know, and I don't know. I wish they came out with like 2 shades, you know, 2, maybe at least 2. And I guess I didn't realize that. Like, I wasn't understanding all that when I bought this. You know, I thought, oh, it's pretty, but then I was like, well, it doesn't include everybody. So here are the swatches. It's absolutely gorgeous, but I'm bummed, and I'm trying to pay more attention to that. Like, if I can buy it, great, but I want everybody else to be able to buy it too. So I'm kind of trying to pay more attention, but this is gorgeous. So there's one. The next is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette, and I bought this because of Alejandra Lizette and Rebecca from, she used to be Panning and stuff, now she's Rebecca S, but they both raved about this. So I, of course, had to hunt it down on Mercari. It's like a baked gelée formula. It is so pretty. I bought it brand new on Mercari. Here it is. It is absolutely gorgeous. I get a lot of use out of this. It is in a project pan at this point, so I will continue to use it. I will continue to be happy with it. And that is the Too Faced Sweet Peach Glow Palette. So those two are new this year. The Cover FX, this is one that I received from Amy from Curly Loves Beauty and Books. And I was so thrilled to get this. I did not know how thrilled I was until I started using it. This is perfect for my skin tone. We have these highlighters, brighteners. So highlighter, brightener, highlighter, absolutely gorgeous. Look at those. And then the contour, the finishing powder, and the blush. They just are so creamy and they go on so beautifully, and it's just an effortless palette for me. I can bring this traveling when I go to like my mom's or my sister's, and it does everything I need it to do. And I'm so grateful that she sent it to me, because if she hadn't sent it to me, I wouldn't have picked it up myself, and I wouldn't have bought it for myself. So that is the Cover FX face palette. And then another product that Amy sent me was this Tarte Clay Play palette. Now, she had two of these. I don't know which one this is, but both of them had pretty much the same shades, but some of the shades she wasn't a fan of, so she depotted some of them, put them in here, kept the ones she liked, and then sent this to me. So I was really happy about that. So I'm playing around with possibly using this as my Pan That palette for next year, but we'll see. So here's the Tarte Clay Play palette. I'm not going to swatch anything. It's kind of boring, but in a good way. Like, I feel like I could really use it on a daily basis, or more for like an easy look. And then last but not least, the Bombina palette from the Balm. And I did a thorough review of this on my channel, so I will link that in the cards so you can see that. It has a nice recyclable package. You can pop the pans out of the back. And I'm not going to swatch this either because I swatched it in that video. But this is my newest one. I absolutely love this. And this is on the docket for my Pan That palette for next year as well. So we'll see. This is probably going up after I pick that palette, so we'll see. You'll probably know ahead of time what I do. But anyway, so for face palettes, in January of 21, I had two. In June of 21, I had two. I have five. Now I have five, so I'm up 3. And I said, I'm not going to buy any more. I don't really even like face palettes. And now I have 5. So that is my face palette collection.